This is just kind of a fun video I wanted to do for a long time. I've shown this binder before, but it just shows the sheer will and determination of somebody collecting a lot of autographs through the years, whether it's purchase or TTM or all of the above. And I'll just show you what I have in this binder very quickly. This is my Return of Superman trading cards binder that I got back in the old days when I was working at this grocery store. This first one is, if you can't see because of the light, let's try to turn the light here. This is a picture that I bought off of eBay, signed by Tom Baker. Probably the most popular of the vintage Doctor Who Doctors. It was signed in 1984, and I paid like $5 or $10 for it. It was like really stupid cheap. Let's see, what do we got here? Gregory Walcott, he was in Plan 9 from Outer Space, and he signed that 87th Precinct, but he signed it in silver. Let's see, this was just a local guy who actually did the weather, and he's got kind of a funny video on YouTube about him laughing during the, and I did a picture of that. This is Jim Bodgett. James Garner signed an envelope for me. What else we got here? Rudy Bosch, he was like the oldest guy on Survivor. Let's see. We got Daniel, what is his name? Dan Frischman, and he was Arvid and head of the class, and he was also in Kenan and Kel, and he signed all kinds of pictures for me. There's one that I think he gave me. This is one I had for him. It's hard to see because of the darn light. I was trying to find a better spot here. I'm not going through the whole binder, but I'm just going to show you like the just sheer crazy double pages and everything here. We'll just go through a few highlights here. Tracy Austin, John Tierlink on one of these football cards, and I found out who number 77 was, and that's who it was. Let's see, I got some BMX cards, R.L. Osborne. This Denise Parker was a purchase, and Amy Van Dyken, before she got paralyzed or whatever, that was a purchase. Those upper deck cards are actually hard to find. It's a cool set to have signed. This was Jeff Floyd, a driver, who sent me a whole page full of cards. It's ridiculous, and he sent me a whole bunch of stickers and everything, and the post office didn't charge me any extra postage. I mean, I should have been charged like $4 in postage because the envelope was so massive. But I just got through on a 49-cent stamp. There's a big page here. Here's Marion Ross, who signed for me a long time ago. And of course, Robert Wool, who played Larry Hockett. Will Durham. There's a Richard Petty, Allen and Ginter. That's pretty neat. Let's see, what do we got here? George Seifert. Well, you can see for yourself. This is a cryptozoologist, Ken Gerhard, and I got that off eBay for like $3 or something ridiculous. Good old Steve Tasker right there, and Aaron Gray. Like I said, what I don't know what to do with, I just throw in a binder. Rich Camarillo. Let's see, Frank Tanana on a SSPC card. That's pretty cool. Stan Poppy. And I had him sign this Tiger Stadium card or whatever, but unfortunately it got creased. And then here's Game of Thrones that Mr. Ed gave me. And Troyan Belisario. Let's see, Philip Pine. Angela Scular, she committed suicide, and I bought 2 of those. It was dirt cheap for those, like $3 or something. And these are some of my 007 cards here. And of course, everybody's favorite Robbie Wrist from Cousin Oliver. Let's see, what else do we got here? Charlie's Angels cards here. Eloise Grooms, I sent that to private address. Chris Weinke, that's a cool Heisman Trophy success winner. That's pretty cool. Luis Vizcaino, and it was printed out Lois on there. Can't see that, but it's kind of funny. Alright, 4 minutes, this is crazy. Let's see, what do we have? Bob Saget. I mean, you could just get anybody or put your mind to it. Actually, I had Rudy sign these 2 cards. He just signed it Rudy. Those are Survivors trading cards, game cards. Alexander Paul, recent success. John Kelly. Let's see, John Curtis, Jerry Grote. That actually might have been a purchase. I don't really remember about that one. Greg Gumbel signed all those in a different pen, and I actually asked him to write CBS on the microphone, and he did. Jennifer Chandler was a TTM right there. Let's see what else we got. Chuck Collier. A couple of Star Trek ones that took like 2 or 3 years. Some of them were very quick. Let's see, Elvin Bethea, and he sent me that cool card there. That was pretty neat. Greg Booker, and lots of other people. Brittany Viola is Frank Viola's daughter. She was in the Olympics and did pretty awesome, but didn't get very far. Let's see what else we got here. This, I don't know if it's real or not, the Patricia Richardson from Home Improvement. I had to research that one. Probably a secretarial. This is Kent and Vixen from The Amazing Race, and they did Polaroids for people, and they autographed it for me, and so that was really pretty cool. It says, Henry, thank you for the love. Let's see. Tim Thomerson. I thought he had died, but I think it was just an internet rumor. I hate those types of things. And these are just more Tyler Posey, and this is Lee Thompson Young, who died a while back ago. And there's some prisoner trading cards. And then one from Thunderbirds, I think, right there. Marcia Strassman recently died like a year or two ago. Let's see, who else we got here? Just Doug Harvey, Joe Brinkman, Don Denkinger. I think he might have recently, I'm not sure. Bobby Morgan, that's pretty cool. I think I may have actually sent him that one. But I mean, you know, it just goes to show you, and this is probably a work of 5 years' time. That's just absolutely just nutty. I just have a hard time believing it all. There's a piece of not Spanky McFarland, Buckwheat's tie. I mean, it cost me like $15 for that card or something stupid, but I just thought it was so weird I had to have it. Just another Alexander Paul, Tom Kelly. Oh man, just on and on. Barry Evans. Some of these were purchases, but I mean, for $1 a piece or something, it was even less than that. I don't remember. Alf signed cards. Jim Slayton signed this jumbo card, and so did Jeff Zahn. That's pretty awesome. And I got Richard Roundtree a Shaft. I got that in a lot, and I just sent it to him. And of course, here's my BMX trading card set, which I have most of, but I got probably about 10 or 15 of those signed. I can't find the rest of the dudes. And some unusual cards signed by Guy Sue Larson and Jim Duffalo. That's pretty neat. And then I got Kurt Stillwell's rookie. I always wanted to have that one signed, and that was pretty awesome. And then, let's see, poker trading card of David Williams. It's numbered to like 211. 211, what does that even mean? Tony Shalhoub, which I had it custom printed on a piece of paper from a book, and it came out really awesome, except for like a little smudge there, but who cares? That's in the early days when people just learned that Tony Shalhoub was actually signing. Some ancient Sage cards that I got 1,000,000 years ago. I might have actually been in college when I got those Sage cards. I don't know, it was ridiculous. That's 1999, so I mean, yeah, I was in college. And some Chris Herron, you know the Chris Herron story. That's kind of cool. And some American Girls trading cards. These guys deceased a long time ago. And I think that's going to wrap up the binder here. But anyway, if you want me to go through... Oh yes, and the person who sings the Bloodhound game thanks on for 321 Contact. So that's pretty awesome. So if you have any ideas or anybody else I can write to, or any questions, comments, thank you for watching.